Hello, and welcome to Test Drive. So, Snowrunner, we are going to be doing a hard mode playthrough. I've done a little bit of the campaign, so I do know a little bit of what I am doing. That might change drastically once we get to Alaska, but at least for Michigan, we should be pretty safe and sound. I have brought all of the DLC, so we will be getting to that eventually. However, I will be completing 100% on each region before I move on to the next one. I also will be using the trucks provided. I will be trying to refrain from buying or rescuing any of the bigger trucks. I want to try and use what the game has provided. So let's go in and actually have a look at the hard mode rules. If we go to a new game, go over to hard mode, there you can see the rules. I will actually have a bit more of a hard mode description on the screen for you, but I'm just going to read this one as it is. So this is a special game mode for the players who have enough experience, I mean we will have at some point, and wish their skills in logistics and driving to be tested even further. Note that you may face an unsolvable situation and may have to restart the whole game. In hard mode, the rules are very different. You have to pay for fuel and repairs, you have to pay for your vehicle deployment, you have to pay for your vehicle recovery, and you have to pay every time you load cargo automatically. You're not able to sell your trailers and semis, and sell your trucks and equipment for half the price. Contests are restricted to the number of tries you make. You have to search for the facilities with the cargo you need by yourself. So, that is the game mode. With all that said and done, let's jump into a new hard mode playthrough. So, here we are, in the garage with our brand new Chevrolet CK1500. Let's take a quick look at the maps, just so you can see a kind of rough outline of what's going to be happening. So each map, as you can see at the top there, if we get rid of the glowing icons, each map has been divided up into 4 regions in that map. We have Michigan, which we are going to be starting with. We will do a 100% in Michigan before we move on to Alaska. And the same with Taymyr and Kolo Peninsula. But yeah, so far we have Michigan, Alaska, Taymyr, Kolar, Yukon. We also have Wisconsin, Amur, Don, Maine, Tennessee, which only has 1 map, interestingly, Glades, Ontario, I'm sorry, British Columbia, and that is about it. So let's go into the actual map that we're going to be starting with Black River. So at the start of each episode, I will be giving a bit of a plan, a bit of a guide of what we want to get done during the episode. However, I do have a solid plan in terms of region progression. I think it's going to be crucial to get all the watchtowers. As you can see, we have watchtowers scattered around, which is going to open up that black circle. We then will also get to see some upgrades, which we are going to be very desperately needing to upgrade our trucks, especially in the start. We also need to clear any roads that seem to be blocked or bridges. As you can see right here, there is a bridge down. We will be needing to repair that as soon as possible, so we have full access to the entire map. And of course, rescue any trucks that we find along the way. So yeah, that is the plan. And for this episode, I think it's best to just focus on getting these watchtowers open as soon as possible. So we're going to be focusing on the west side of the map. At least in the start, we are going to be rescuing a truck that is at the garage. So like I said, I have played a tiny bit of the campaign, so I do know kind of the start. Interestingly, in the campaign, you have to start over here, and part of the tutorial is to get a few of these watchtowers and repair the roads down here. But we don't have to do that in this one. So at the start, we're going to repair this truck. And then we are going to take this service trailer over to the farm. So basically, when we unlock the watchtower, as you can see here, we have tasks which are not unlocked at the minute because you have to actually drive up to the task to claim it. But we also have these contracts. Now, most of these are locked because you have to do one at a time. However, with this Husky forwarding one, I do know that this curtain side trailer needs to be delivered to the farm. So that is what we're going to do first. Let's just make sure we got that ticked off. We also have all these other tasks that are probably going to require a lot of upgrades before we can even start thinking about them. So yeah, that is the plan. So right now, I think we should just go and get this truck, which is right there. So I will be using third-person camera. I think I've also zoomed out a little bit, so it's going to be better for you. Get this upgrade. Turn off our engine. That is going to be vital in this hard mode playthrough. So the upgrade is going to be all-wheel drive, engageable all-wheel drive for the Fleet Star, which is that truck right there. However, it is pretty broken at the minute, so we are going to have to get it hooked up to that service trailer. As you can see, completely falling through the floor. See if we can get it swung around a little bit. And then we'll get these both back in the garage. We'll upgrade them as best we can. And then I have a special mission for this Fleet Star right away. Get it lined up pretty good. Yeah, that seems pretty good there. Didn't mean to turn the engine off. But yeah, we are going to be able to save fuel. I do know that we will be getting some fuel in some fuel containers. We're trying to use that instead of actually going to the gas station. And these service trailers you can only use once they are hooked up to an actual truck. So, stop the engine, change the truck to the Fleet Star. Yeah, as you can see, that is pretty damaged. 0 on everything and no fuel. So that needs to change. Firstly, let's attach the trailer. I thought it already did. Let's repair. That is going to cost us 550 and 6 wheels. We do have enough in this service trailer, so let's repair that. Detach the trailer. We also need to steal a little bit of fuel from the Chevy. We're probably actually going to steal it all. Yes. We're going to steal all the Chevy's fuel, so that Chevy is going to stay there for the time being. Alright, let's get this in. Let's see what upgrades we can get done straight away. So, engine. Don't have any engine upgrades. Don't have any gearbox upgrades. Don't have any raised suspension. Tires, it looks like we're stuck on highway tires for a little while. But really, what we are after... We will be getting a snorkel at some point, but I don't think we need that on Michigan. But what we are after is the all-wheel drive. So the engageable all-wheel drive, we will take that. We will sell the rear-wheel drive. Beautiful stuff. We don't need any frame add-ons yet. And now we have a fully functioning Fleet Star. I'm not sure if it has any numbers after it. So now let's take this curtain side trailer. There we go. attach the trailer, and we need to go over to that big yellow arrow, and that will be the farm. So we made it to the farm. Let's just deliver this into the dancing ants. There we go. That's going to be another 1,000 credits for our piggy bank. Right, now we do have another mission for this fleet star. So another thing I forgot to mention in the intro is we will be using immersive mode for this entire playthrough. I do have a little button to bring up all of the details, but they do disappear again quite quickly, which makes it a little bit difficult to keep an eye on our actual fuel usage. Right, now we're pulling in here firstly to collect the task, but as you can see over there, we do actually have a fuel container, which I think is full. I believe it's full. Right, place beyond the spruces. There's a place in the mountains not far away that has the most stunning views. I like to relax up there from time to time. Why don't you take a look? Just try not to destroy anything getting up there. We're going to accept that, and then we're going to go into our tasks, and we can see exactly what they need. We just need to drive up to the top of that hill, which is actually going to be really convenient because we need to get this watchtower anyway. So I'm glad we accepted that. That will be two objectives to complete at the same time. But now we're going to take this fuel carrier, and we are going to take this back to the garage so that we have a convenient refueling location. And then we can put the fuel back in the Chevy, and then we can use the Chevrolet to go do that task that we literally just picked up. So in terms of the camera can be a little bit glitchy in Snowrunner, especially if you go close to like the rocks over there or something. I will be trying to keep it down to a minimum, but there is only so much I can do in terms of camera control. One thing I forgot to do with this fleet star, the most important thing, we forgot to put a little paint job on it. So we might as well put it back in the garage once we've delivered this fuel container. As you can see by our fuel tanks on the side of the truck, we are kind of running out. That's what I mean by the glitchy camera controls. Sometimes they clip on the edge of the wall. Hopefully it won't be too bad for you guys watching. Alright, now we need to think of a good place to put this fuel container. I'm thinking maybe just back where it was, or where the other trailer was. So yeah, we need to fill up the fleet star. We also need to fill up the Chevy. Beautiful stuff. Now we can just park this up somewhere. Now I personally really hate these dolly trailers. As you can see, the front axles on the trailer move, which makes it almost impossible. Oh god, there's a wall there. Which makes it almost impossible to back them up in a straight line. We'll try our best, but that is not going to work, so we're just going to cheese it a little bit. Oh god, we've gone too far. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Detach the trailer, get this back into the garage, and we'll come out, get the Chevrolet in the garage. Alright, so customize, and we want paint jobs. So sticking with, that's actually quite a nice, it's kind of a browny color though. But sticking with the theme of the channel, we are going to put a yellow paint job on. We bashed up our front bumper or fender. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Also want to get some decent lights on here so we're not struggling to see in the night time. Do we have any? We don't. We do not have any. Got different rims. Not really too worried about that. But yeah, we don't have any light options, which is a bit of a shame because it does get very dark, as I'm sure you're going to find out very soon. Alright, let's get this one in. Now I know we have a good paint job for this one, because it is part of the DLC, so we're going to stick that on anyway. Alright, what upgrades do we have for this one? I'm going to guess not a lot. We probably want to start with the all-terrain tyres. Ones that are good in mud. We're going to buy those. We're going to sell the highways because they are pretty useless. So that is one upgrade at least. We don't have enough money for the autonomous winch. We don't have engageable diff lock. Probably not going to need a snorkel right now. And we can't get any frame add-ons. So yeah, that is our new Chevrolet. I say new, we've only really upgraded the tyres. But now we need to firstly turn off the engine. And now we need to, I always like to have the map facing north, so I know exactly where I am. So yeah, we need to come over to, looks like this path right here, come up the trail all the way up to this watchtower, and then we'll carry on up to this hill because we know we have a task. It's not really tracking it, but we do know we have a task up on the top of that hill. Okay, I went way too far. So just there. So yeah, that is the plan. Just follow this road all the way until we see the next junction. So yeah, let's go off-roading. So we made it to our first watchtower. Pretty successful. Didn't have any problems at all. But now you get to witness the most important aspect of this game, and that is the cutscene. Beautiful aerial view there of the garage we just came from. But now we need to carry on up to the top of that hill. Right at the top there. So we're just going to follow this trail as much as we can. Try not to tip it over. Avoid the rocks. Doesn't look like it's too far away. That's a big boulder. So if I remember correctly, it is basically after this rock. We need to go up to the left hand side. And yes, I believe that is the case. So we are going to come down. We're going to straighten up. Because we don't want to be going up a cliff sideways. We're going to straighten up. And then we're going to go straight up the hill. Probably going to need the winch to help us come up here. As it does seem to be quite ditchy. As you can see, there was a massive ditch there that we kind of got stuck in. Don't want to attach to that one. I want to attach to that tree right there. Beautiful. Okay, we are up. Kind of. Not really a lot of room up here. Now we did also say don't destroy everything getting up there. We're going to try and avoid his chair. Not sure how that's going to work though. There we go. This is the spot. Beautiful, isn't it? It certainly is, dude. It certainly is. So, turn off our engine. Let's actually have a bit of a look. That is pretty beautiful. There's a farm down there. Also the watchtower that we just came from. Can't really see much behind, but there's also a lake over there somewhere. But yeah, pretty beautiful, not gonna lie. What is the next plan? The next plan obviously is to get that upgrade right there. And then I think the next plan is to get this watchtower. And I think we'll just carry on down this side of the river. First, I think that is the plan. Let's get down, let's get that upgrade and carry on west. But firstly, we need to try and get this Chevrolet down the hill without killing myself. We are going to need to go down straight. Otherwise we will roll. Rolling is definitely a possibility in this game. And I'm sure it won't be too long before we do actually roll. But not this time. Oh god. Yes, not this time. Almost rolled it there at the end, but we managed to get it down safe and sound. So yeah, let's go over, get that upgrade, and move on to the next watchtower. So there comes the little symbol for our upgrades. Got to be careful on these bridges. Make sure we don't fall off, end up in the water. Right. That is going to be our first... No, that's going to be our second upgrade. Of course, we did get the all-wheel drive for the Fleet Star. going to be raised suspension, and that is going to be for the GMC MH9500, which is a truck that we will be getting very soon. But unfortunately, it is not a truck we're going to be using all that much. That was very close. Come on, let's straighten it up. That's it, and then reverse all the way off. There we go. Lots of space to turn around. And now let's head on over to that second watchtower. So I'm going to carry on a little bit because there might be an easier way to get to that watchtower. There's a trailer in there with, I believe, concrete slabs or something, or bricks or something. But we're going to leave that as well, because the watchtower, I can see it's just there. It looks like it is fairly close to the road. So I'm thinking maybe this way in is going to be much easier. Well, there's only one way to find out. As long as we stick up high, stay out of the wet stuff, we should be alright. Might need to come over here to this dry stuff. That is very, very deep. Get a side winch going. Help me turn as well. Onto the bank. Don't really want to be going over there. We just want to get out of these ruts so we can carry on. But yeah, it's pretty wet through here. This is basically just, oh god, this is basically just one big swamp. Come on, little Chevy, you can do it. I can see the blue dancing ant, so we must be close. There it is. Right there. Just a little bit more. There we go, we made it. Nice. I also uncovered a lot of tasks that we can get done. Beautiful. Right, that's Q. That's cutscene. But yeah, pretty swampy, not gonna lie. And we have 69% of fuel remaining. Nice. So, we have a drowned highway truck down here. That looks like a pretty beefy truck, so we're going to leave that till we have better tyres on the Fleet Star. We do have that trailer. What does that have on it? It has 4 lots of something. And we have what looks like another Chevrolet drowned at the farm. But we are going to leave those for the time being. We're going to backtrack. We're going to tag this task just so we know what it requires. And then I think we will move on to this watchtower over here. And it is getting dark. We do have our headlights on, but they're not really that bright. See if we can winch ourselves out of here. Beautiful stuff. And just back the way we came, I guess. What are we going to need to deliver to fix this fallen power line? let's actually accept the task first. We can't get a damn thing done around here. The power lines are down, and all we get from the town are excuses. Well, what are you waiting for? Do something about it. Well, do something about it is something that we shall do. So, let's go to the task. Fallen power line. We need metal beams 1 and concrete blocks 2. So, I do actually know that we have metal beams right here on this flatbed. That is 1 metal beams. And what was the other one? What was the other thing? Concrete blocks. That is the one that we have on this ramped flatbed trailer. So we could get that done right now. I think we're going to push on and get the next watchtower. And that reasoning will become clear very soon, because I do have a bit of a plan for the Fleet Star. But we're going to have to wait a little bit. We need a little bit more unlocks before we can actually get that plan done. So let's carry on over this bridge. This is the bridge that we had to repair in the tutorial on campaign mode. Luckily, it is already fixed for us. So over we go. Now we need to look for a turn-in. Maybe over here somewhere. So we can make our way up to that watchtower. Is this going to be a turning? Not quite. Just need to go a little bit further down the road, I think. Okay, this looks like a turn-in right here. See tire tracks in the water. So let's give it a bit of a go. Difficult to see though, as it is turning to night. Just about to see some sort of track. Let's make our way up this hill. Get our third watchtower, which is actually pretty good going, considering we've only been recording for about half an hour. So good progress in this first episode. We can see the watchtower already. Beautiful stuff. Let's get within those blue dancing ants, and didn't unlock anything, but let's roll that cutscene anyway. Beautiful aerial views of the night. Right, what did that actually unlock? Absolutely nothing. Beautiful. But anyway, we are going to continue along this path down to here and then back to the roads. And then we'll look about getting this next watchtower. We might as well carry on with the watchtowers. That way we are going to be able to see more of the map. And we can make more of a plan about what needs doing. Come on, Chevy, you got this. We somehow managed to stick it in low. That wasn't really what I wanted. Don't think this needs low. I only tend to use low when I need the diff lock. And we don't actually have diff lock on this truck yet, so low is pretty pointless. Just gotta keep an eye out for that turning on the right hand side, or the left hand side, sorry. Stuck a little bit on that rock. Oh god, we did a little bit more damage. I was just about to say, if I can stop hitting my engine on everything in the area. So I was just about to say, let's see the damage that I've actually done to the bodywork. Yeah, we lost one headlight, which is why I really need to get the roof lights going. Going to give us a lot more visibility. What we're doing in terms of fuel. Yeah, we still have loads of fuel. So there's a detour. And I know that if we change camera, no. If we honk, then these should fall down. Beautiful. Right, let's take the detour. Because we don't have a snorkel and that is quite a lot of water going across the road. Although there is water up here as well, so I'm not really sure it's much of a detour. And I do know back down on that road over there, there is a gas station. We're not going to buy fuel, but it is good to know it's here. How much is that going to cost? That's going to cost 2 credits, dollars. I don't really know. Oh god, we did buy it. Oh dear, that was a mistake. I meant to back out of that. But yeah, I do know that it changes depending on where the fuel station is located. But right, we're going up this path to this watchtower. That was such an amateur move to buy fuel. Didn't even need to buy fuel. Still had over half a tank. But here is our 4th watchtower, maybe? I've lost track already. So what did that unlock? That unlocked a upgrade over here. We would definitely look into getting that at some point. We also got Motel Woes. We have a lumber mill over here. The trailer, which has 2 planks already attached. And our 2nd truck, or our 3rd truck technically, GMC MH9500, which we did get a upgrade for, but I'm going to tell you that is a pretty useless truck, if I'm honest. We also have a flatbed with a lot of different stuff on it. Town storage. Got another task here, missing machinery. And a sideboard with bricks and vehicle spare parts or service spare parts. But yeah, that is what it unlocked. In terms of what we are going to do now, I think we're going to come down here, get this truck and drive back up through town. I think. And then we'll leave the truck in town and we'll make our way over to this watchtower, which will be the last watchtower on this side of the river. So that would be a good objective to get done. But yeah, we just need to follow this track. Oh god, camera, come on. Make a right-hand turn up here. Down the hill, round the corner, and we should be able to see the GMC. And there it is. Beautiful girl. We're not going to worry about... Or maybe we should actually use that one. Yeah, let's use that truck since we have just got it. It is fully prepared and fully fueled up. We're going to use this one and we're going to tow the Chevrolet. And boom. We're going to use this to tow the Chevrolet down to the town. Like a wide line through here. Maybe a little bit too wide. So yeah, this is a highway truck. It's not going to be very useful in Snowrunner. Does not have all-wheel drive. Does not have diff lock. Pretty useless so far. Let's turn the engine on the Chevy. Just so we're not dragging dead weight. There we go. Picking up speed finally. But yeah, let's get this over to the town. We'll pick up any tasks we find along the way, and we'll make our way over to the next watchtower. We're going to park this one up over here because we are just going to carry on to the garage. There's nothing this truck can do out here until it has some other upgrades. We'll leave this one here. We're going to jump back into the Chevy. Head on over to town storage. I do know there is a couple of tasks over there that we can pick up. Town storage is where we're going to be getting the metal beams from if we need some over here. Right, let's turn off the engine. Missing the machinery. A shipment of important machinery to a local factory was interrupted by an unfortunate incident with the previous driver. The responsibility is all yours now. I'd take a crane if I was you. Well, we are going to accept that. Quickly have a look what it is. Okay, so the factory is there. We need to deliver 4 lots of drilling spare parts, which I'm going to assume are just dumped somewhere on the map over here. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that too much right now. We are going to... That was the last objective over here. So yeah, we're just going to make our way over to this watchtower. Actually, I did notice I just driven straight past it, but that is a brand new task, I believe. Yeah, rock slides. So we might as well pick that up. And it looks like that is going to be a blocked road right in front. We've got a rock slide problem. They keep knocking out our infrastructure, but we don't have the resources to stop them. We'd sure be grateful if you could take a look. Well, we will certainly take a look. But that is going to be right up here. We'll check it later. I don't really have a truck that can do it right now anyway. We just need to get focused on that watchtower. Oh, looks like there is another task right over here. We're going to drive over someone's lawn. Truck trailer. It looks like the first wave of relief workers that rolled up here were a bunch of idiots. They managed to lose a whole trailer. Go find it and bring it back, will you? We certainly will. Again, we're not really going to check it right now. We don't really have a truck that's capable of pulling a big trailer, which I'm going to assume that is. So let's make our way over to this watchtower, see what that unlocks. There we go, and that is the last watchtower, I believe, on this side of the river. Let's play that cutscene. And then let's find out what that actually unlocked. So yeah, that is the rock slide over there. What do they need for the rock slides? Metal beams and service spare parts. So you can get metal beams in the town storage. And I believe one of these has service spare parts on it. I think it's that one. So that should be fairly straightforward. We also have drainage over here. On the other side of the river we have, or the other side of the lake, we have riverside repair, trailer store, gateway to Smithville Dam, and the Scout 800. we're definitely going to pick up that Scout. We also have a upgrade up here. And that is the stuck trailer down there. And if we have a look, that looks like another curtain sider. So that is going to be a nightmare to get out, because they are really, really heavy. But yeah, for right now, we are going to carry on across the lake. We're going to get this task on the way. And we're going to go up all the way to this Scout 800s. And then we're going to bring that all the way down, get this upgrade, and see how long we've been recording for. We might get this fallen power line done. Depends how much time we have left. Release the handbrake and away we go. Let's pick up this task on the way. Let's turn off the engine first. Steel River here. Our river fleet was badly damaged and the only person who can help us is all out of equipment. Can you supply our guy with the tools he needs to patch us up? We certainly can. Just to double check. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be a delivery location. Fair enough, we don't really have a truck to deliver anything at the moment. But we'll certainly look into that once we upgrade our fleet. Pretty muddy through here. And there it is, the Scout 800s, and that is going to be ours. We can drive that straight away. Try not to drive into it though. Now it should have fuel and be fully repaired, but it will be on highway tires. They look like really small highway tires as well. So I'm not really sure how useful this truck is going to be immediately, but we might as well take it back to the garage, see what upgrades we can get done on it. But yeah, I think we're pretty much done over this side of the map. We just need a couple upgrades to pick up on the way back. But then other than that, I think we're pretty much done on this side of the river. So we might as well get everything back to the garage, since we are going to be heading that way anyway. See if we can at least upgrade some of our trucks. Right, let's turn the engine on here so they can help out a little bit. Okay, so the upgrade is actually just down this road right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up this way. Actually, let's just turn off the engine. I'm going to head up this way with the Chevrolet, and then I'll come back and I'll take that Scout 800s over to the GMC. It should be able to manage pretty much from here to the garage by itself. It is pretty much road now all the way. So we take the Chevrolet off-roading a little bit. Got a couple upgrades over here to collect. This looks really tight. We're even going to be able to fit through. Yes, we are just about. Beautiful stuff. Now there's the upgrades. Let's see if this is going to be a useful one. That's a big ditch. That's fine. Right, what is this going to be? This is going to be a 8 or a 5.2 litre V8. I think that's what it stands for anyway. What truck is that going to be? That is going to be for this truck. But that is a 5.2 litre. That is going to be extremely thirsty. Not sure if we actually need a 5.2 litre in this truck, as this is only a Scout. So I think next we'll come through here to this, and then up here to this upgrades. Yeah, and then we'll make our way back down to the road and head on over to the garage. We do only have 61%, but that should be enough. Should be. I guess we'll have to wait and see. If it's not, we can always... Oh, that is... I see that road is going to the town. Maybe it might be worth going to the town first, because this looks very, very wet down here. Yeah, I think actually I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to town. Take the easy route, right? We might as well tag this on the way past. Motel Woes. I don't know. No. Let me start again. I know this town ain't exactly a tourist trap, but we do what we can. The local motel is in bad shape and it's down to us to help them out. Got a shipment of equipment for them. Can you deliver it? Certainly can. What is that going to require exactly? Motel Woes, deliver to the motel curtain side trailer, which is going to be over here somewhere. I think that's it right there. Someone's telephone's ringing. But yeah, let's carry on over to that other upgrade. So this is going to be the final upgrade on this side of the map. Please be a good one. Please be a good one. Raised suspension. That is good. Is it going to be for a good truck? It's going to be for this truck. Beautiful. That is exactly what we needed. So I think the only thing left to do now is to get everything back to the garage. If we check the map real quick. So yeah, we don't have any more upgrades on this side of the map. We don't have any more watchtowers on this side of the map. We do have this rock slide, but we can't do that with any of the trucks we have right now. Or maybe we could. We do have the GMC, but it's only on highway tires. And it's not very good, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think we're just going to get all the trucks back down to the garage. And And I think it's going to be a pretty boring drive. So we might as well just meet up back at the garage. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll meet up back at the garage. And I will see you in a little bit. So, we have made it back to the garage with all of our trucks. Of course, we have 4 trucks now. We have the Fleet Star, we have the Chevrolet, we have the GMC, and we also have the Scout 800. So I did say in the... Well, I did say earlier, actually, in this episode, that I did have a special plan for the Fleet Star. And to get that plan going, we need to take off this sideboard bed on the GMC, which is going to be that one. We need to uninstall. Thank you very much. So just a little heads up as to why the GMC is so useless in my opinion. The engageable all-wheel drive is not going to be found until Colo Peninsula, which in hard mode means I have to spend a lot of money just to get that upgrade. And the diff lock is going to be found in Michigan, but still. The suspension, we do have raised suspension, but I'm not really sure if we're going to use it. We do already have the most powerful engine. But yeah, let's go back to the Fleet Star. Didn't unlock any engine upgrades, didn't unlock any gearbox upgrades. Still don't have the raised suspension. Still on highway tires. No winch upgrades. No diff lock upgrades. No spare wheel upgrades. No snorkel upgrades. But we did get the... Oh, we already had the all-wheel drive, so that wasn't even an upgrade. But now, we can add a sideboard bed. And the Fleet Star is one of the only trucks that can actually have, if we can find it. Don't want the heavy crane. We want the loading crane, which is going to cost us 5,700. But it's definitely worth it. So now, we have a loading crane and a sideboard bed. And we can also carry a trailer. We already looked through this. So yeah, that is the Fleet Star done. Chevrolet upgrades, which is looking pretty damaged, if I'm honest. I think this is going to be way too much. I don't really think we need a 5.2 engine. Maybe a 5 litre or a 4.4. I don't think the 5.2 is really worth it. We did get raised suspension, so we are going to stick that in. Going to sell the old one. Tires. That did unlock a lot of off-road tires or all-terrain tires. So, how much do we need for the off-road? Rank 4. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave the tires for now. Don't have any other upgrades that we can put on it. No. So, GMC. We're going to use this for anything? I don't really think we are. We're just going to leave it as it is right now. And the Scout 800, we don't have any upgrades for that either. So, don't have any plans for it as of right now. We're also going to leave that well alone as well. Do have a nice livery for it though. Not really sure what that's supposed to be, but we'll take it. Right, let's go back into the Fleet Star. Let's leave the garage. Now, the plan for the Fleet Star is we're going to pick up this trailer with the metal beams on. And then we're going to come over, get, I think it was 2 we needed. We're going to basically do this fallen power line. Yeah, we need 2 concrete blocks. So yeah, we're going to pick up this trailer. And then with the flatbed and the crane, we're going to take 2 concrete blocks off this trailer and deliver that all to the fallen power line. And then after that, what are we doing after that? We're doing the rock slides to round off this episode. It don't look like we have any more metal beams anywhere. So looks like going into town storage to get the metal beams and service spare parts. Where do we have service spare parts? I think that is service spare parts right there. So then we can get that rock slide done. And I think that should be about enough for one episode. But we'll see how it goes. But firstly, we need to pick up this dolly trailer. Is that close enough? Not. Is that close enough? It is. Beautiful stuff. So now we've got a metal, or now we've got our metal beams. How are we doing for fuel? Pretty good. Let's go pick up the concrete blocks, I think it was. So we can get that road recovered. And of course we do need to still be careful with this truck, because even though we have all-wheel drive and diff lock. Oh, do we have diff lock? We do have diff lock. But even though we have all-wheel drive and diff lock, we are still on highway tires. So it's still very easy to get lost in the mud. And of course we are going to be towing some heavy equipment right now. Oh, we almost went past it right there. We are going to detach the trailer. Gonna come in here. I'm gonna reverse, obviously. Make it easier on the way out. Pick up 2, I believe it was 2, right? Yes, 2 concrete blocks. Like that. Let's start the crane. And then put the legs out. There we go. Oh, we actually... Yeah, I forgot. We actually need to unpack the cargo. Attach the trailer. There we go. And then we unpack the cargo. Can we reach it from here maybe? Let's have a go. Try and get the one furthest away first. No, let's get this one first. Lift it up. There we go. Try and get it turned around if I can. There you go. Beautiful. Alright, let's get the next one. Might have to drag this one a little bit. Okay, that works. Are we in? Yeah, that should be good enough. Alright, let's detach the trailer, pack the cargo, and restore the crane. Did we... No, we didn't pack the cargo on the actual trailer. We just have to remember that that has concrete blocks on it. Alright, let's go collect the trailer. And then deliver all of this equipment over to the fallen power line. So this is going to be our first big task completed. Getting rid of this power line is going to be very, very crucial to unlocking this half of the map. Alright, engine off, cargo management. We have 1 metal beam, so there you go. We also have 2 concrete blocks, so there you go. About time. If only we had more folks like you willing to take the initiative. We'll take it from here. I may call on your services again soon. See you around. Exactly. 200 experience and 1500 credits. Beautiful. So, let's carry on up this road. Now that we actually can. Now I do know at the top of this hill there will be a gas station. We're going to refuel because we have used a little bit of fuel. Not too much, but we have used quite a bit. Or we have used a bit. So we're going to go up, refuel, and then we're probably going to just ditch this trailer at that gas station. Ditch it there. Let's go refuel. Might as well also tag this task while we're here. Got a spot of trouble here. We have an oil tank trailer that's missing. Pretty sure it got washed off the road somewhere and is probably stuck in a swamp by now. How about lending a hand? We certainly will. At some point. Probably not for a very long time though. Because I do know that trailer is stuck in a very awkward place. So, let's refuel. 5,000 litres in this semi-trailer. It's going to come in very handy. So now, let's head on over to town. And try and get that rock slide cleared as well. Welcome to town. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, let's head over to the town storage. Pick up the metal beams first. And then we'll catch the trailer on the way out. Make our way over to the rock slides. Hello. Firstly, we need to order some metal beams. Thank you. Are we actually tracking it? We are tracking it. Okay, so metal beams and service spare parts ×1. That's what we need. Let's get this loaded up real quick. here we are, unlocking the second road, which means that we can just go through here if we ever need to get up to the next area. So let's unload the metal beams and the service spare parts. No cutscene, but that will do. That's going to give us 180 experience and 1,600 credits. So let's roll down real quick. See if we can get this turned around without tipping it. Because if we do tip it, we're going to be losing that cargo. Oh, that's very tight to being too far. I just want to get it over to this parking area so we can park up. And then we can drop the trailer here. Perfect. But that seems like a perfect opportunity to end the first episode here. Really, really successful first episode. I'm really happy with that. We've cleared half of the watchtowers on this first map. We've also recovered all of the trucks, got all the upgrades on the west side of the map. We've also cleared 2 of the major roads. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. I hope you enjoyed this first episode, and I also hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the series, don't forget to like the video. And if you are new, please subscribe so that you never miss a video. That is going to do it for me. A thank you and goodbye.